Why is A1PrimeDelay better than most other delay plugins? Let's find out with a guitar loop. Hi, in this video I'm going to try applying a delay to a picked guitar loop. I'm demonstrating this in Studio One on a Windows PC, but the principle remains the same across different setups and can likely be replicated in almost any DAW on macOS or Windows. This example perfectly demonstrates how great it can sound with A1PrimeDelay and how bad or unusable it is with a regular delay plugin. Let's first listen to the guitar loop dry. As you can hear, the guitar was recorded with a very groovy rhythm. Additionally, it has extremely pronounced transients. For such source material, a standard delay plugin is only of limited use. To get a quick feel for the rhythm, I've prepared a metronome. To make it easier to distinguish the metronome from the guitar, I'll apply a low-pass filter to the guitar loop. Okay, I think you can now get a good idea of the guitar's rhythm. That was dry again. Now, let's use a standard delay, in this case the analog delay that comes with Studio One set to dotted eighth notes with 35% feedback, and this is how it sounds. As you can hear, the dry and wet signals overlap heavily. It almost sounds like the guitar is stumbling over itself, making it pretty much unusable. If I simply lower the delay signal a bit, I quickly realize that I either have to make it so quiet that it's barely audible, or I have to accept that the wet signal, the echoes, muddies up the original signal so much that the result is basically useless. So, what immediately stands out to me is that the transients are the problem, something that a simple delay just can't handle properly. Of course, you could just use a reverb instead of a delay effect, but that would only avoid the problem rather than solving it. But this is exactly where A1PrimeDelay offers a solution, the Nova soft transient engine. To demonstrate this, I'm now loading A1PrimeDelay onto another effects channel. Just like with the analog delay, I'll set the mix knob to 100%, since in this example we're using both delay plugins as send effects. Okay, now I'll turn off the analog delay and turn on prime delay. Much better, but I'll make it even softer by turning up the soft transient control. Now you can really hear the difference. This is actually usable because the signal no longer overlaps so unpleasantly and the guitar stays clean instead of getting drowned in echoes. Let's listen again to the other delay, the analog delay from Studio One. Rhythmically, as I said before, it's just not usable. To make this even clearer, I'll switch both delays to pre-fader mode. So when it's yellow, it's pre-fader. This means that the delay signal is sent independently of the track's own volume. That allows us to hear only the wet signal without the dry signal. Now you can clearly hear that the transients remain unchanged in the wet signal. Of course, I could try to reduce the issue with a high-cut filter, but that wouldn't really solve the problem. The problem is that the delay signal would just become dull, and that's not what I want. Now let's listen to the same thing again, but with A1PrimeDelay. And here, you immediately notice that almost all of the transients in the delay signal are removed. And that is the solution to the problem. Now, while the guitar is playing, I'll gradually increase the softening control. Again, only the wet signal. Okay, and now I'll blend the original signal back in. And while everything is playing together, I'll lower the softening and then bring it back up again. The difference will be very obvious. Okay, so much for this little demonstration of how powerful the new Nova soft transient engine is, and how you can use A1PrimeDelay to apply delay even to problematic signals without worrying about the echo signal completely smearing everything. I'll also compare A1PrimeDelay to other delay plugins that can handle transients in future videos, but for this video, that's it for now. If you're having trouble hearing the differences clearly, just put on some headphones and watch the video again. It should become very obvious then. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.